Hey everyone, I hope you all are having a good day. So today I thought we would have some fun and of course decorate some nails. So I have these pretty cool nails, and yeah, they are Halloween nails, but you get them really cheap after Halloween, so I bought a few. I also have these from Kiss. These are very cool. They look like Frankenstein stitches, and I only paid $1.99 for these. And these, I don't remember where I got these, but they were probably like $1 or $2. So we're gonna decorate it with all these beautiful gothic looking gems and designs that I have. And of course it came from Temu, because I love Temu. So let's see what we can do. I'll be right back. I forgot the little pincher thing. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. So this is what I was talking about. Plus, check out my cool shirt. I got this from Etsy. I think someone made it themselves, but if you've never seen this movie, I recommend it. It's a really good movie. Okay, so let's get started with the nails. Of course, my UV resin. That one hasn't been opened yet. So what kind of movies do you guys like? This movie here is kind of like a horror romantic movie. I don't want to give away the plot, but it's really sweet at the end. All right, so I think I'm going to put these little claw hands. See how cute those are? They're so sweet. Let me get something so you can see it. They're like little claw hands, and they have a little gem in the middle of them. So just place it right on the little dot that we put on there. And they do want to slip, so you have to be careful. I have some new gems and designs that I got in today from Temu. I will show that to you as soon as we get done with these. So sometimes I do go ahead and use the UV lamp if I think that the designs are wanting to slide too much, and just to keep them from like falling off, I'll go ahead and use the UV lamp on these, which I think I'll do for these. So I'm just gonna put it on for 60 seconds. So did you guys go and buy a UV lamp and some resin? Because it really is fun. You can make anything. I'm pretty sure you can put it on fabric too. I've never tried it on fabric, but I know you can use it on wood, plastic, anything, basically. So maybe we'll try fabric. I might find some old shoes. Ooh, that'd be cool. Some old shoes, and just do an experiment on that and see if it works. And I've been wanting to get a bedazzler. I think that would be a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure everything I have would be bedazzled if I do get one. But I would love that. So I think they were really popular back in the 90s. Okay. So if a little bit of resin does trickle over, as an example, this one did, I don't know if you can even see it, but on the side right there. Anyway, right there, it drizzled over just a little bit. See right there? You can just take a pair of scissors or take a fingernail file and just file it down and it'll be fine. And isn't that cool? Look at it. That's so cute. That would be perfect for Halloween. All right, so we got that one done. And this one turned out perfect. It didn't even have any excess resin. Okay. Put those there. All right. Let's see what else we want to do. I just always just put just a little dot. And because of the shape of the nails, the resin will like pour out on each side. So just a little bit is all you need. Okay. Oh, this is pretty. So this is, I'm not sure if it's a cross. I think it's just like a decor piece. You see that? But it's really pretty. So I'm gonna put that on this finger nails. Okay. All right. And I got a lot of these little trinkets in my haul when I ordered them. There was like 500 pieces or something. And they were only like $5. So Temu is amazing because I know if I go to somewhere like a craft store, this same thing would probably cost me, I don't know, maybe $50 or more. So, I mean, it might take a little longer to get to you because I know if you go to the craft store, it's instantly, but believe me, it's worth the wait. So I'm probably gonna do each of these one at a time, which seems like that it's gonna take me forever to do it, but I would rather be safe than sorry, because if you try to rush it, you don't want it to look messed up, and it will show that you rushed it. So, sorry, the allergies are bad, but it's been a beautiful day. These last 2 days have been beautiful, and I've really enjoyed getting out walking and just doing things outside. I even cut grass yesterday. I know it's probably a little bit too early, but I wanted to do something. So, and you know how those wild onions grow? That's what I was cutting down. And you could smell it. You could smell the onions. But that's okay. All right, so these are done. This is beautiful. Really pretty. So these are kind of nails. They kind of look like zombie nails because they have like the toxic waste pouring down on them. I mean, you could wear it for anything though. I mean, I wear these kind of nails all year long. Like, it doesn't even have to be Halloween. But these are the nails I did yesterday. And these are shorter than what I usually wear. But yeah. Okay. One more dot. And I don't know if you guys have been listening to my podcast. It is the Shadow Hour, and I am Madam Midnight. I do read stories that I write. I recently did one called The Fall, but that one was from the Bible. It was of the Garden of Eden and what happened in the Garden of Eden affected all of mankind. So that was kind of like how the first sin was introduced to humans. So if you like that sort of thing, I would love for you to check it out and let me know what you think. So you can find it on Spotify. I'm on Spotify, I'm on Apple Music, their podcast. I'm also on Amazon Music, iHeart, and True Fans. So, but I really would love some feedback on stories. Most of my stories are like campfire stories, bedtime stories. They are usually dark, so they're spooky stories. But that's what I grew up with. I grew up with spooky stories. And I always loved that little bit of when you're scared and you just want to hide under your covers and you try to cover your head and you don't realize like they know you're there. Like if the monster was coming for you, like duh, you're under the covers. But as a child, you know, you think these covers are some kind of magical cloak that you can't be seen, you can't be heard, you can't be felt. So, I mean, I'm sure everyone's done that, like hide under the covers and wait for it to leave, and you try not to breathe and everything. But that's just fun. That's just the wonder of childhood. And like when you go outside at night when you're a child and you chase fireflies and you play hide and seek and you get scared when you hear a noise and you just run and you fall on the ground and you just laugh. Like that's what childhood is about. And I personally love that. Like I really love that. And that's what I'm hoping to give others. Like I want them to enjoy the memory of their childhood, you know, because I know my aunts and my mom, and, you know, they always told scary stories and, you know, they swore that they were true. It can't be proven they were true, but, you know, as a child, you believe it. Like, that's really happened, and they made you believe, like, the way they told the story, you really actually believe that happened. So that's what I'm trying to do. All right. So I used a little lady skeleton with a little bow. It's the cutest thing. All right. I'm gonna put that here. All right, let's see. Change this one out because I think that one is too big. Okay, perfect. Okay, we have 2 more sets. So tell me your favorite childhood memory. Did you ever run around in the dark like that and get scared and scare each other? To me, I loved it. And I would sit in the floor. When we were kids, we would just sit in the floor and we would just be glued and captivated by those stories. And we would just sit there and just, you know, ooh, you know, just get the goosebumps and everything. It was exciting, and it's memories I'll never forget. And it was time with family. Like nowadays, you don't have that time anymore. Children are either on video games or they're in their rooms on the computer or on their phones. Like, you know, children these days, they'll never understand the wonder of imagination, of how you take, you know, just imagining what's out there, and you take that and you have fun with it. you know. And I used to do that with my children when my boys were little. Like, they would crawl into bed with me, and I would put the cover over us, and I would be like, listen, listen, listen. And they would be like, what is it, Mama? What is it, Mama? And I'd be like, and then I would lift up the cover, and then I'd be like, ah! And they would be like, Mama. But it was just fun. They loved it, and they would just laugh, and that just made my heart 10 times bigger, just to hear them laugh. And then, like, I would grab them and hug them, and I would be like, you know. But yeah, that's just a family tradition thing. I don't know if anyone else has ever had that in their family, but in my family, we were big on storytelling. So I really enjoyed it. And I enjoy telling stories. And I know the stories from the Bible, they're not my stories, but they are very important to be told. And I do believe the Bible. I believe 100% that everything in the Bible is true. And these stories, they teach you lessons. And the Bible is actually a book of instructions for humans. Like, God gave the disciples and the prophets and everyone the wisdom to write a manual, basically, on how to live and how to treat each other and how to love each other. And, you know, God is love. And I will always believe that in my heart. And I cling to that for always. Even though I do tell scary stories, you know, it's just imagination. It's just fun. But I 100% believe in God. So, all right, I'm gonna do these little spiders. They're so tiny, but you know, the pinky finger is tiny. Basically my point is, I just think it's important to pass on traditions to your kids, especially ones that you hold dear to your heart, and traditions that may sound silly to others, but it's a family tradition. You know, it doesn't have to mean anything to someone else. It doesn't have to mean, you know, they don't have to even get it. You know, it's something that's yours, something that you grew up with. So, right, I'm gonna put all of these in this little case. That way we can view them. But I have really enjoyed talking to you guys. And I really do want to see your crafts. I know a lot of people are shy. A lot of people don't like to be on camera. But that's okay if you don't want to be on camera. You can just send pictures. Just leave comments about your favorite things, your favorite hobbies, activities, things you like to do. And if you do listen to my podcast, I really would love the feedback. All right, so these are done also. Cute. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in here. All right, I'm gonna try to lift this up without them all falling out. But can you see that? That one wants to fall. These are already pre-sticked, like they have the glue already inside of them, the glue dots. But you can still glue them down. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and me talking. And if you guys want to talk, just send me a message and we can talk. And I hope that y'all have a blessed night. And I hope the rest of your weekend goes great. So, bye.